we go?
Yep.
Sweet. Yep.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here for the last 16 of the men's singles here at the Blackball Nationals in Canberra. We've got on the right we have Jasley and Bronson Blackmore, and on the left we have Broe, Sheills and Jason Tanaskovic. Very high caliber of player here, and races to 7. So. Looking forward to this. Just looking at Broe on the left here, it looks like he's on the yellows. Maybe he isn't. He's on the reds. And the reds look not too bad. He's just got to find a way to get on this. One on the left here. Near the black, just pick the gap there. And I'm joined here by, in a moment,
I'm on. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are on Wednesday the 17th. Just clicked over on the midday session for the singles. And on the right-hand side table
already
one.
done all that.
I was about to intro what he's going to do on his next shot, but yes, wasn't going to be introing.
I thought you were saying who the players were.
No, sir.
Oh, Jasley's missed.
A little bit of miss on the Jasley dimer there. So killed his red, but this will be questionable to see whether he gets back to the table.
Yeah, there's huge advantage here for Bronson. And Broe on the left-hand side on the reds. He's got a bit of work to do. He's got to find a way to get on this ball on the left-hand side, and he's got to... If he can...
He's played the long pot well.
Yep.
Now, I guess from here he's either got the blind pocket over onto the bottom right-hand side and running the white ball onto the left-hand side of the table. He has to run the risk of snooking himself in the yellows, but looks like he's going to be lining up the red that's next to the black. He'll be screwing back, but he's going to have to be queuing over the cushion. We've just had coffee delivery from a lovely gentleman at the Harmony Club.
Is yours? Oh, that is hot. How has he carried that? Oh my god.
With the Terminator delivering the coffee because he's got metal hands. So Bronson's played a little bit of a poor shot there, actually. The landing just above the ball close to the cushion here is going to hamper his queuing. I suppose there's two choices here. He's going to be playing quite a thin cut to the right-hand side middle, or he can potentially play the yellow off the red to open up that yellow into the middle pocket. Got Jason Tanaskovic, who has just started to open up on the yellow balls, taking the easy ball to the middle.
Yeah, Broe missed the pot there, and I can't see Jason having much of an issue on the yellows here.
Looks like we're going to see Bronson play this ball
Along.
on the left-hand side. which
Or
I
is he
still
cutting it
believe
to the
would be
middle? Oh, he's cutting
I
it.
still think that was the right shot.
That is a nice shot. He's played that. Well, he has left a. He's actually left a difficult, but an out on.
He was playing for the pot there, as you can see on his face. The pot was the right shot all day long.
Jason's in fine form. He
Haven't seen him miss much.
No.
Actually, over this weekend, he's
been hitting them really nice.
definitely a star player out there for ACT. Bit harder to make the ACT state team than it is in New South Wales.
Going full Hollywood there. And that's a good shot. He's got a chance here. He's got a very small window to land in for this remaining red.
I think the right shot here is to be playing that red to the top right-hand pocket with top, but trying to land on the left-hand side of the red. Potentially play you could either play plant into the yellow, but I think you'd be playing to the middle pocket on the right-hand side. The way I'd be going about it.
I'm sure he'll be trying
And
to land on it to the middle, which he has
he's actually
done.
hit that perfectly.
He's picked it up and placed it there.
May have almost hit that too
Wonder if
perfectly.
the,
Just skim across.
It's actually a little bit.
across the front side of the
I'm
yellow.
a little bit disgusted by that shot actually.
This is what he does though. Looks like he's going to come back for the play.
Makes no mistake here, and Bronson will be certainly feeling it after that. Getting out of position, it just cost him. Had a more difficult shot than he would have had, and what could have been a straightforward out.
First frame, early days.
He's down.
Bronson will not be overly happy about that.
Coming in with the replay here.
We got Jason, who's run a little bit out of position here.
Yeah, you're right, he has. I'm sure he'll be trying to land on it.
He has to run the risk of glancing off the young
done.
ball here perfectly.
He's picked it up and placed it there.
May have almost hit that.
It does look like he'll go under the black, but he's just going to have. There's potentially going to be a fair bit of distance between the white and his remaining yellow.
Taking his time on the shot, so he's going to try avoid hitting it full ball.
He's got the red. This is now a tough shot.
Very difficult shot running this down. Jasley on the break, come up dry. Bronson to the table.
It's an important first frame here on the left. Hardest frame to win is the first one, and they've both had a go, and they've both made it tough.
Easiest game to lose is the first one. Hardest frame to win is the last one, generally. Generally, most of the first frames you lose it. You don't normally win it in these types of tournaments. You're usually feeling out your own shots and seeing where your queuing action is at.
Yeah.
Chopping up yourself and letting
Especially
your
when
opponent
you
have it.
don't really get any practice time in these events unless you show up very early.
Has been a bit of a difficulty on these events. There's been no free tables. The event's been quite full. Pretty well run actually. We had that's a great shot by
It's a great effort.
Jason, and he's landed quite nicely. I think Broe would be happy to come to the table here. And I think from here playing the red on the left hand side, you can just pop it up to play the red to the middle on the right hand side. Comfortability factor of Broe though, he may play play up the table.
It'll just depend
Come
on
off the
preference.
cushion.
Yep.
You have to do a little bit of work with the white though on both
So
of those
Bronson
shots.
with the free shot there that he had off the break. It looks like he tried to pot that yellow with the red. Well, actually, I'm not sure what he tried to do, but I doubt that's what he wanted.
Commentate on separate tables now, shall we?
Oh well, I'm just looking at that one over there and thinking that's over. We can move back to this one.
It's a great shot by Broe. And here is the testing shot. This is what builds the confidence in your first frames. Not a difficult black, but putting it down in the pocket will make you feel a lot better. He's played the shot to nothing as well, so you can see here he's played it with confidence.
Yep. Good mop up there after the mistake by Jason.
And those types of things, they need to be punished, especially at this late in the game. So So Bronson taking quite a bit more time than what he usually does. He's not the slowest player, but he's definitely thinking this through. Obviously, the shot in the previous round that we saw from Jasley Dimer will be playing in his head still. But as a seasoned player, I know him well enough where he'll be putting that out of his mind. Positional play is where it ought to be sitting in his head. He's sat back quite a bit and he's taken the jag.
Sorry, I said he missed
hand
that.
up on the apology.
He played some sort of fancy double there.
Doesn't lift himself too much.
I would not be surprised if he played some sort of safety here.
He's going to have to play
given
a
the
safety,
position of his ball.
Even the plant, unless the only way he's still going out here is if he's going to play that plant, he has to play it hard to try and bounce the yellow out. Otherwise, he's going to sit it behind the red and the black.
The yellow
which is
looks
not
like
ideal.
if he hits it looks like it's going to hit the red and sort of stay.
Sean Partridge, Shane Saylor, take
That's not too bad.
He got it
Worked out.
actually.
That's worked out for you.
Except he left himself glued to the yellow, so that's a brilliant safety in the end.
Played for the
Jasley's
pot.
going to have to pull something out here.
He played for the pot.
I'm aware.
Ended with the safety.
I'm aware.
But this is going to be a difficult recovery from Jasley. This is going to have to be a run it up the table. I think you might play the double from the red on the left hand side, trying to aim for the red on the bottom of the two there.
Oh, that's pretty clever. That's a brilliant shot. So now he's got a chance to win the frame, Jasley, because he's made it so that two of Bronson's balls are tied up on the right hand side there. And Bronson is going to be looking for ways to get those balls out. I think he might have to try and claim this pocket on the right hand side with that ball above the red. I'm not sure how he can do that without potting it, but
I think if he's coming into the red first and then into the jaw, it'll sit pretty over. Looks like he's going to go up and down the table. This is an interesting shot choice. Yeah. Looks like he's going to be trying to pop this though.
This makes a bit of sense because he doesn't really want to be potting. That's not bad. Great leave as well.
I don't quite like that shot much, to be honest. It leaves an easy pot length of the table and being able to come back down for the balls. You don't have to necessarily come down to the bottom of the table initially, but you can use these middle balls to play all the way down. And then essentially you've got one shot on the red that's on the bottom rail by the jaw, comes off the yellow. That yellow then nicks into those other reds. You've just opened up that pocket. You've opened up your balls into one shot.
That's all true. The only other option he really had was potting this ball along the rail into his ball over the hole to try and get position to play maybe a little bit of a better safety. And if he does that, there was a chance that ball along the rail could spit out anywhere and go pear-shaped. So that's, I think, why he took on the up and down rather than doing that. And as a result, he's had a little bit less control over it, and it's not maybe gone as well as he hoped. Lovely shot.
Just dollying it in.
And now he's got complete
brilliant
control of the frame. Now this is black ball, so if Bronson can find a way to pot a ball and go into this red on the right hand side, he can reclaim the pocket. But that's going to be very difficult given where his balls are. So what are you thinking Bronson can do to get control of this frame back?
So this is going to be one of these difficult frames where he's going to have to claw it back. He is realistically going to have to leave white ball high up on the table on this yellow that's on the left-hand side of the black, but it's initially getting there that's going to be the problem, having to put the white into that right-hand corner. He's done the run of the table. He's going to leave it up to Jasley to play these balls.
That's not a bad shot. He's done that real nice. He's got a decent white ball and he's removed that yellow from this right-hand side pocket. So he's only got one yellow in there now. Granted, it is very much in there.
It's an ACT guy.
Got the old comments by Mark Owens there. GFY Mark Owens. Good morning. I'm not too sure about
That
shots like
is-
that. I thought the rules on these for blackballs on the intentional fouls are questionable on calls.
You can never call that because he could always be going for the skill shot. And also in this situation, he clearly was going for the skill shot because there's virtually no benefit for what just happened. It's actually handed the
Which means he
initiative
doesn't have to play the
massively
balls
back
on the
to
right
Bronson.
right hand side. So this
Bronson with the-
type of frame giving him the free ball.
Yeah, it's a huge advantage to Bronson now. The plane is completely turned on its head in one shot because he will be looking to pot this red over the hole here, and now he will have his yellow behind the red and have control over that pocket. So that's a pretty big error there by Jasley in the early stages here. Is it Jasley or Jasley?
We will have it as Jasley, shall we? Might just be easier.
How about just so we can at least be right half the time, we say it differently every time we say it.
So Jasley, Jasley,
Oh yeah.
Jisley.
Maybe
Sorry,
we avoid
Arlo.
that one.
We'll definitely avoid that one. So this one, quite hard to tell if that is opened up on the yellow. Can you see actually past the screens?
It goes.
Yep, you can see. Excellent.
Mark Owens, Timmy White, table 5, please.
So I wonder if Bronson is going to be looking to go here.
Absolutely, he'll be going out. He'll be pushing the yellow over to the left-hand pocket, running the white ball high just past the black. He'll want to then play the yellow that's to the left-hand side just underneath the black. Dolly the white ball down. He'll leave himself on the two options between the yellow to the left-hand side pocket or the yellow on the right-hand side. Or he'll go completely opposite and just play the lower ball.
I like this. I think this is a much safer option because this ball was always going to be very difficult to get on. And if he's able to pot it here, he's got a much easier finish. Now all he has to do is find a way to get on this ball on the bottom, which shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, this is the shot here. This is the shot here. Either way, playing it to the top left or the right-hand side pocket. This top yellow is going to leave him on the left-hand side of the table, regardless. He actually might be on this little bottom right-hand.
No, if he's on this to the bottom right, then that simplifies things
Absolutely.
somewhat.
But he will take his hard balls first. It is one of Bronson's strengths is he takes his very, very hard balls first.
He might be stunning across to get to the left-hand side of the table, so he's got a cut. No, never mind, he's played a safety. Don't blame him for that. Don't blame him for that. Don't mind that.
Don't mind that.
Don't mind
that. It was a difficult pot, either way. Not that he's not capable of it, though. Bronson, he's last year's Australian Blackball champion. He's made the Queensland state team in the prior years, just before COVID.
Oh, that's a good shot by Jasley. Really buried the yellow in there so that Bronson now cannot go game anymore.
This has tied up that frame. So while that frame is tied up, I might jump over to the Broe and Jason table just to give them a little bit of love and airtime. So it looks like Broe is on the red balls. So having a look, can we get a little bit of a bird's eye view on table 1, please, sir? Thank you. Looks like he can squeeze past that on the left-hand side on the red, but
top red,
I think the ball to the right-hand side, just by the middle, is going to be the trick here, which he's played it here. I wish we spent a little bit more time.
Clever shot there.
Watch there.
He's
Nice shot. It's a little bit dicey. So whether he runs top on this to play the red ball down to the left bottom. Otherwise,
no. So
knowing Broe,
I believe
he'll be
he's played for
screwing back.
this because if he took it onto the middle and missed it, he's left the frame wide open. Whereas if he takes it this way, he's got the insurance of covering the hole. And now he's got a rather simple finish. So I like what he did there.
Just got to be careful of the glance off the yellow here.
Yeah, you're correct.
he flicks the white ball too high, he's in a little bit of trouble. But
he can
looks like he's
play
got
it more
enough angle.
positively with a little bit of backspin to come up the table to guarantee that he's on the next red, but it will be a harder pot if he does that.
So he's got decent enough angle to come into it, fairly full ball. I think if anything, he'll be coming into it 3/4.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And, well, wonder if he can pot this cleaner, if he needs to throw it in with a bit of side. Can we see the bird's eye view on the left-hand side, please, Dan? This looks fine.
He's got a flush.
Yeah, he's playing a bit of side on it, so maybe he does
Yep.
need to throw it in a little bit. See that nice. And
Landed a little bit high on the black.
Yes.
These are certainly in Broe's repertoire, though.
these
I've
are,
seen him pot
you
a
know,
lot of these over his time.
These are little testers, these. See how he's feeling? This goes in the centre of the pocket. I think he's flying.
That'll be his confidence boost for the match.
And you see that lovely,
great shot.
excellent shot.
Now this puts Jason in a little bit of pressure here. So Jason's played in several state teams for ACT. He's quite a well-known face around the state here. What a lovely state the ACT is, guys, as well. Canberra is a beautiful city. It's about the only capital city we have here in Australia that essentially makes sense in terms of the roadworks and where you go with the roads. Food is brilliant. We like that. We've just seen the match between Bronson and Jasley, where Bronson may have been trying to go into the right-hand side on the balls. I think he really needs to hit that quite a bit harder to create that angle to come into that. And there really wasn't any risk of him not coming into that on a smash, having a yellow ball over the left-hand pocket.
Yeah, Bronson is in a lot of trouble here. I believe, but because under these rules you cannot deliberately foul, so he's going to need.
And we've just seen Jason scratch on the break there. Now this is where we've spoken about this quite a bit, Logan, in terms of mental fortitude. So Jason now being 2-0 down, had a couple of small errors, had his break, and now he's scratched off his own break. This is in his mentality. This was the game where he was supposed to bring himself back into it. This is where he's hyped himself up for that break, and then he's scratched.
There's a straight dump too. No collision with another ball.
Actually, there's a little clip off the old red at the top there, unfortunately.
Oh well, never mind. You're unlucky.
Very, very unlucky, but the break being the most important part of the game, you know, a lot of people overlook that in terms of cue ball control and timing, speed, swing. But now with Broe at the table, he's got his free shot, looking to take on yellows. He's going to promote this over to the left-hand pocket, which is great, and he's potted that. Be curious to see if he was actually trying to pot that. It did not look like it was on, but these pockets on the Supremes, they take a little bit more.
I don't think you'll be unhappy with the result.
Certainly not. He's played that nicely. He's put some really good pace on this.
Yeah, if he takes his ball on the right-hand side, he'll then have the cut back on the one on the left-hand side. But these two balls in the middle of the table are not as easy as they might seem. It looks like the higher of the two in the middle only goes to the right middle, or the top left, or the left middle. But currently the left middle is blocked by the other ball, so he's actually got a bit of work to do.
I have a feeling he's having a look at the cut on the ball to the right-hand side at middle after he plays the one that's over the bag on the left-hand side middle. So I think he's just having a look at the angle there, seeing what he can cheat on the pocket here to bring the white ball down a little bit.
That's a very good shot. He's landed on
shot.
this ball to the middle, perfect. And now, what was a little bit of an awkward out is rather straightforward. He's played a very good shot there.
So Bronson playing a very touchy shot here.
Yeah, I wonder if he's trying to induce a stalemate in this situation.
Hasn't made the distance,
No,
unfortunately.
he hasn't.
So this little free ball here is going to be the tester. Now, Jasley being an experienced player, I have a feeling he's going to be taking the ball in hand, and he may just play into those balls on the right-hand side, breaking the top red to the left pocket and potting that yellow. But he does run the risk, if he doesn't hit it hard enough, of leaving the yellow in the mix there. Now, he can also not take the out and set up his ball on the left-hand side,
Jack Green,
and he can play a
Fraser,
snooker
table
again
6, please.
and make it almost an impossible snooker because he doesn't want the stalemate here. But we'll see how hard he hits this now.
Yeah, that's a good point. He sort of has the option to get another free shot if he wants.
And there we run the risk of, as I was saying, if he doesn't hit it hard enough.
Yeah, well,
You can see a little bit of a disappointment on his face.
I don't know if that was
That's
a lack of pace because the yellow jawed because of the pace. He might have needed to hit it softer actually for the yellow to go. Oh, he's played it. He's
played that well. A little bit unfortunate. He does have a top ball though. Then he can come back down on the left-hand side.
That was a brilliant shot. He was in a bit of trouble there. He had many safety options, and he's played a very attacking, very clever shot to clear that pocket.
Broe on a little bit of a. That's a great shot from Jasley there. We have Broe just with a nice little finesse cut on the black ball here to the left middle.
Oh, he's
missed
missed
it.
it to the top.
A little bit of a skid on the black ball there. Can we get a little bit of a replay on that? I just want to see the skid on the black ball over the clock there. Jasley is under-hit a ball here. Which leaves himself in a bit of a difficult double.
How quickly these games can turn.
That's right, guys. We won't see that shot. That's all right. We got to see good old Jason
He's got to
lining
see
up
some
a shot there.
random shot from the past.
Okay.
Jasley looks like he's played a safety there and left.
Been unfortunate on the safety. He's played the attacking safety, which is great. He's had a dip at it. He's also tried to leave a shot to nothing if he missed.
It was all because of a bit of a loose positional shot that Jason played where he really couldn't have gone too far and he's underhit it, which is, I'm sure he was kicking himself over that.
And just dropping into this frame on Jason and Broe here, I think we're going to see a little bit of a safety onto the right-hand side rail from Jason here. Now, under normal circumstances, we would see Jason take on an out, and I just wonder if we're going to see him play a safety through these balls, just because he's 2-0 down.
I would be shocked if you played a safety here.
And this is where I want to get into the mentality of this. Is, as I said, normal circumstances, he would be playing the out all day. But you can see he's slower around the table. Generally, Jason's quite a confident player coming around the table.
He's just linked too nicely to ever deny the out here. He's just got to roll this ball to the middle and then the other ball to the middle, play the one on the right-hand side and the one in the middle. Oh no, he's doing this.
Never too late to play a safety.
I guess
he won't be here. He'll be taking a ball to the middle, and playing the two balls up to the top right-hand side. He still leaves himself on the most difficult shot, being likely last here, which is the red on the right-hand side closest to the rail. Not too difficult, but
I think he'll play that.
It still becomes quite a paramount connector ball.
He's got the wrong angle, it looks like here, unless it's straighter than it looks on the screen.
Might be straighter than it looks on stream.
Oh, you can see it there? Oh,
yep,
you're right. No, he's actually fine.
It's very straight on that, actually.
Yeah,
he's got he's fine. A little bit of a dolly in, and he's
fine.
It
did look like he was running up the table, but no, he's actually quite perfect. Now, here we go. This is the hardest shot he has to play.
So, and this is what I was saying before, he's left his last two shots being the hardest ones here. Now he has to play this hard shot here.
Okay. He's played it very nice.
He's played it nicely. He still has to play a pot with position on the white ball here. And Logan, you and I, we've spoken about this back in the accommodation a few times with a few of us boys that are staying there, which is really nice. It's just about choosing the connector ball, the connector ball. I feel like if you had have left one of these mid balls as connector ball as a roll in on a red to the left middle pocket, to sit nicely on the back. Now he's played this out brilliantly, don't get me wrong, but he's left himself two movements on the white on his last couple of shots, and that sort of stuff is they're the missable shots. So for those of you at home, once you're playing your out and you've decided that is what you're going to do, is choose your connector ball, the one that's going to get you onto the black on the easiest shot, the least amount of movement, and the best position.
I think the way he went was honestly spot on. The easiest way to do it. because those two balls on the rails where you're just playing the exact same stun shot off the rail twice in a row. He's played the harder one first. I really like how he did it. But yeah, everyone sees it a little bit differently.
And that's a beautiful thing about pool, isn't it?
Especially considering on the pool table, those two last shots Jason played, they're pretty much some of the most common shots that come up in the game of pool. So all these guys have practiced them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And as you see, Jason made no mistake, both balls in the centre of the pocket.
So Bronson getting out of a snooker there. Hasn't done him a whole world of good. Obviously he was playing for the pot, the right hand side middle. We've seen Broe just have an absolute sledgehammer of a break there.
That was a very nice break. Jason's got a bit of work to do here. The black is rather inaccessible. And that's a big problem for him. I'm wondering what his plan is. I suppose the black can always deflect off the yellow into the middle, but I doubt you're ever coming into and out thinking, oh, I'm happy playing the black that way.
You would hope not, sir. You'd certainly hope.
Unless you're Steve Jamieson, then you probably just do it for fun.
Oh, if you're Steve Jamieson, I think you got more problems than just a black ball to the middle. Good old Jamo. Play the greatest positioner here. He's going to have to play a big shot. He's on only the one ball to the right hand side pocket. You can see on his face a little bit of disappointment. Good old Jasley here though. He won't be lacking confidence going into this shot. So very accomplished player, both Diamond brothers. The WA state players multiple times. His idea was excellent there. He would have been on. I feel like he
this.
I feel like he got a little bit lazy going into that. Actually, if you saw the way he addressed the table, he didn't address it with such power like he usually does.
I know
he's got a command.
Mean, but I feel that's how he plays, with this very.
Oh mate,
watch him style.
Watch him play a lot more. You'll see he comes to the table in very commanding present. Oh, Jasley,
Grant Weekly in the comments mentioned before, you can't be a deliberate foul if you hit your own balls first. So that must be. So in reference to the skill shot attempt we saw earlier from Jasley. So thanks Grant for letting us know.
Tricky little contest. That's all right, mate.
Nice finish there by Broe. He took the shot very well, and
Broe,
now he's
long black. As I said, the confidence is brimming in this young lad. So Broe's made it to the final stages of quite a few tournaments over the last 12 months, namely the IPA Pro Series. So this is not unfamiliar territory for Broe, especially on tables, cloth and rule sets like this.
Lee, to answer your question, are there any live scores? Have a look on Pool Stat, click on National and scroll down to the Blackball and you can see all the live results on there. So if you want to see how Scotty Fraser is doing, which I'm sure everyone is very excited to see results for, you'll find him on Pool Stat.
So we've seen Bronson just knock in a very nice yellow off of Jasley's red over the pockets. Played himself nicely on a yellow to the
Jason
bottom
has
right left-hand corner.
Murdered that break and come up dry. And he gave the classic shrug, how unlucky am I, as everyone always does. And honestly, in this instance, probably a bit unlucky. You hit that real nice.
So just to update those at home on live scores, if I may, Mr. Lynch. So for the live scores, in round 4 of the men's singles, we have obviously Bronson, Blackmore and Jason Dimer at 1-1 apiece. We have Sean Partridge and Shane Saylor. Sean Partridge leads that match 1-0. Broe Sheills and Jason Tanaskovic, a 3-1 lead to Broe here, as you can watch on stream. We have Sean Walpole and Chase Daly at 1-1 apiece. We also have Mark Owens and Timmy Wyatt. They're 0-0 at the moment. And Jack Green and Scotty Fraser are also playing at 0-0. We have further games to come of Mick Norton and Aaron Kilpatrick, and a further game of Sean Durbridge and James Reed ready to follow. Thank you, Mr. Lynch, for the update on the live scores. Guys, that's on Pool Stats under the men's singles category.
It's excellent having Pool Stat here at these tournaments. You can see all the live updates. Everyone just has a little iPad that they put the scores in after each
Absolutely
frame.
brilliant, isn't it?
Keeps track of master breaks and all this stuff. For those people who do master breaks, I'm sure they're happy to record them.
It's always a nice feeling when you get to hold the iPad for 2 seconds longer as a master break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a little bit of trouble here for Jasley Dimer. It's
That's
just hard to see
many
whether
pear shapes there.
it's like the
have
double
to-
or beyond, but then what is the question?
Double
So
this,
from
cut the
here,
red to the right hand side pocket, smash into the black, put it at the same time. See you later, mate. Oh, never mind. All that.
that's all out the window. But I think on a shot like that, very much so. As much as we would like to go out, it's a lot of movement on the white for that. Now, I wouldn't have called it to go into the top right-hand pocket of all places. So that is the way he's addressed the white ball on the shot. Even somewhere there, depending on the angle, it could have been something nice enough where you're just rolling up behind that ball to play that safety. The difficulty of going across the table of potting those yellows because you're too close to that middle jaw.
But you got to remember, he went straight into that top pocket. If he missed it just to the left-hand side, he actually would have come down towards the line of this red.
Potentially, he would
So
have.
he's
He would
only
have caught it
just
very, very thin.
missed it, and you don't want to play too many safety shots against these top players, or they are going to take you down. So, as Brody was saying yesterday, Brody Conroy, he was saying you should play this game at 80% aggression, 20% safety, and I tend to agree with that. Take the game in your
that-
way.
This rule set, absolutely.
Nice shot by Bronson. He just needs to avoid this top pocket, avoid the jaws essentially, and he's going to be nice on the black.
I don't believe he needs to come up that high, just judging by the angle. It's very hard to tell on the small screen here.
Just needs to, nice little stun there. You see that lovely.
He's played that brilliantly. This will be a fairly clinical black
It's a
by
nice
old
little
Bronson.
finessey shot. That shot he played.
He's cued
Not
through
difficult,
it,
obviously,
Cued through it
but-
well. He hasn't jabbed it. He's just cued through it nicely.
It's always
Hasn't
nice
dropped
to
the
see
shoulder.
good players that play simple shots really well. No mistake there.
That puts Bronson Blackmore to 2-1 versus Jasley Dimer. Tuning in over to Broe Sheills and Jason Tanaskovic. Just trying to follow up on who is on the balls. Jason
Jason
looks
on
like
the
he's
reds.
lining up the red here. But a very smart,
That's a good shot.
very smart shot there.
He's covered
Jason.
two balls there, the black and the yellow. And the black is generally the hardest ball to get out if it's covered, because you can't just hit it out, obviously, because you're not on it.
A little bit of thought process here from from Broe on what's going to be the shot here.
I wonder if he will cut the yellow into the black, where the yellow will deflect under this red, the higher of the reds, and the black will
I looked
clear
at that
out.
shot first off, and I was trying to see the angle of what was there.
That's nice too. See, now the black's behind his yellow. Yes, it does go to the middle, but made things a little bit tougher, so Jason's less likely to consider going out here.
A little bit more traffic, mate. A little bit more traffic to add into the mix.
Now, I wonder how Jason plans to proceed in this frame. I wouldn't be surprised if he does go for it, but it is.
He will be taking this out all day.
It's just landing on the black is the only real difficult ball, but he has, say here, an opportunity to get this yellow out of the way on the black, and then it's all rather straightforward from there.
Don't believe he needs to move too much here. As long as he just comes
That's what he's looking
into
at.
this yellow with the white ball off the cushion.
I believe he's looking at starting off the rail into this yellow, and then he's got the red to the left-hand middle as his backup ball, or the ball he's trying to land on.
He's moving the other way nicely.
And look at that.
They have just missed out on the ball underneath just because of the yellow in the way, but that's okay. He's now going to have to play up the table
He
with
has
the red on the left-hand
created a
side.
bit of a problem for himself in now that the red to the middle is harder to get on.
It's the mapping here that'll come into play in terms of this red to the middle and the red now on the bottom cushion. I do wonder.
At this stage, he still has coverage on the right-hand side here,
Certainly does.
but the yellow near the black can go into that pocket and disrupt that.
This will be about the positional play with the white ball here.
Jasley has attempted a marker's double on the right-hand side and only just missed it.
He's run just a little bit too far. Still looks like he's on the red though, where he's addressing the ball.
Yeah, he has gone out of position here.
Or is he going to run away with the white ball? Is the question.
It's I find it hard to tell on these really thin cuts because of how much the white straightens up on these rails when you hit it. Oh no, he's able to hit that softer than I thought, but he's missed it thick. So honestly, I think he'd be quite happy with that because he's left Broe here under all his balls, so he can't cut any over this right-hand side pocket.
I feel a shot here that I have no doubt that Broe would be thinking is running this yellow up towards the red.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. He's going into he may go into this yellow that he's hitting now if he did that. Oh, he's played the double kiss, the little bit double
brilliant
kiss.
shot.
That's a really clever shot.
That's a brilliant shot. So here now, Jason's going to have to work out whether he plays a dollar shot off the rail on the right-hand side and just leaving the white ball safe tucked underneath the yellow there, forcing him to play that yellow out, or whether he's going to play. There's no point moving that red ball that's above the black here, and it becomes very risky if he plays across the table to try and pot the red, as he's looking at now.
Yeah, he certainly does not want to pop this. And that's a very good shot. Well played, Jason. He's
It's a very, very good shot.
regained initiative here in the frame. And now Broe has to do something. He has to find another way to tie things up, and now he may be looking at the shot you mentioned earlier, the cut on this yellow up to the top pocket. It's a very difficult shot though, because it is extremely thin. That was a free shot by Bronson there on the right hand side.
It's a great shot. He's tying up the black and the red ball, so this is leaving it up to Jason.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Very, very clever by Broe.
It was a good shot. He's left him only on this ball that is the biggest problem for Broe. And a free shot in this rules means that ball goes anyway because Broe can just pot it. So that was a very good shot there.
The crux of this shot though is if Jason is potting this red, if he comes into either the red, the yellow or the black here, he's going to spread all three of them. Sending the red further up the table, but it's going to determine whether the black goes towards the middle spot.
Very difficult to control shots like this where you have to screw back because depending when the ball grips. Oh, he's actually going. Okay.
Smart shot.
That's good that he was.
Just didn't want to take the risk. And this is where I'm saying, you know, that sort of those general safeties is you're leaving it up to your opponent to make the first mistake, and you just continue to clean up and mop up after they're done.
Yep. And unfortunately for Broe, the shots he's likely to want to be playing will result in leaving Jason on that red.
Absolutely.
To the middle.
Just seen Jasley play a large double there down to the bottom left-hand side of the pocket with Bronson tapping his hand on his head. So he knows he's made the mistake there. That brings Bronson and Jasley to 2 apiece.
Alright, what's Broe come up with here? He's hit that one, he's attempted to cut it in, and if he leaves him on that red, that's a little bit... Okay, he's alright. I still feel that Jason is favoured here. A shot I like is cut the black down over your red over the hole. And by that I mean you hit the red into the black and then cut the black down.
The black down. Yes.
Then you have control of the black. That's just the way you can progress his position, and it sets up his red. I wonder if he'll do that or if he'll come up with something smarter.
No, I believe that's the smartest shot on the table here. If you take control of that pocket, you take control of the black at the same time, and bouncing out the red, it doesn't really matter where it goes, it'll sort of be semi over the hole as long as you're not near the cushion, obviously, but even if you are, you're still leaving that red to run it down onto the red on the bottom right in the corner.
Mm-hmm. And if that shot happens, the Broe is sort of the only way he can really come back into the frame is through a foul.
Still a good shot. As I said,
he hit that thicker than I think. Perhaps I was seeing it incorrect on the screen. I thought he could leave the red there, but the red's gone further on the right. Not that this is a bad shot by any means.
It still does leave a little bit of an out for Broe here. I do wonder if he's going to try and run one of those yellows up to move that red, or at least block that red, either or. It's one of Broe's strengths is he generally maps the table in terms of moving his balls up towards theirs, as he is looking at it now. This is quite...
Oh, when they're covered, you mean?
Yep, absolutely.
I see.
It's, as you were saying before, you know, everyone sort of sees everything differently. Once you sort of be around these players quite a bit, it's you can generally understand what type of shots they're going to take on. So these types of shots aren't uncommon for Broe here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got two options. He can try and play to cover, which he likely will. He can play off the red to open it up for that yellow to go to the left-hand side, so it's just as open as the right. And he can stun the white ball over to the right-hand side for the other yellow. But it looks like he's going to play up the table here, so he can play the other yellow next.
Yeah, okay, he's played that more
perfectly.
Something I didn't even look at is Broe can actually, unfortunately, he's not landed with good angle, but he was able to go out here.
He's got a little bit of angle, actually.
If he can get down
a bit more than
low on this yellow.
Michael Tanding, Kluver, table 10, please.
Too much in our tactical defensive mindset here to really notice that he's kind of just on. And that is... that was a tremendous effort by Broe, but unfortunately it looks like it's gone.
It's very much relevant.
Although, I believe a double is on. Double and then skill shot, what do you reckon?
Possible face cut there.
Yeah.
Actually, by the looks of it, just with the angle.
Let's see. Let's see what he comes up with here.
Just had a quick peek, so he definitely can see a lot more of that ball than what it looks like. Yeah.
This is not even need a double it. No. Oh. So did he play side on that? It looks like he tried to throw that in with a bit of side.
Took a little bit of a swerve on that one, but as I said, when I stood up to have a look, he could see a lot more of the ball than I thought he could based on the camera. Now here, Jason,
That was a good effort there by Broe to
absolutely a fair effort, and he was obviously, as
have a
you
crack
said, he
in a
was playing
frame that
the
he was otherwise not
skill
really
shot
able to win.
afterwards.
And now Jason, I wonder if he'll take on this double.
Double is the way to go. Doubling it across and playing the red on the right hand corner afterwards. Dolly up the table for the red to the top and play the black down in the same pocket as the red now.
Bronson has fallen victim to the middle pockets, which
Without commentator's curse.
without commentator's curse. That's true. It wasn't a ball on a rail, so I'm actually surprised to see him. Ooh, Jason's actually denied the double and gone the safety.
Got to play a safety shot there. I don't know how much I agree with that. You could essentially play the double and play it well enough to come behind the black. You didn't have to smash the double. You could just sort of roll it across. This is where we were talking about before, that mentality of how risky is an out being 3-1 down, how risky the percentage plays on safeties and smarter shots.
Well, Broe just went for his only option, which was have a crack at the yellow, and he's missed it.
To
So
be fairly clinical, Jason playing up the table, a stun
if
for
he
that red
can't
ball.
see this red over the hole yet,
Then
then it's a little bit tricky
play the
because
stun
it's
to the
not a
middle
good ball
and-
to get to the black, that ball over the hole.
It really isn't, and you do run the risk of coming off the cushion and into the black with the white ball.
Yes.
But I think we'll see him drag it quite a fair way.
I'm curious to see how he plays this. I wonder if he tries to get as close to this right-hand side rail as possible. Or is he playing it now? As he's swinging around off two here. No, he's just starting off a little bit of...
This is going to be that tell-all shot here.
Yeah, this
For
is
those of you at home.
There's a lot of ways to play this, and honestly, none of them are. Yeah. So we've just seen a delicious meal walk past us, and
Incredible meal just went past. Choices.
they do very nice meals here at the German club. That's okay. I like how Jason played that actually. Actually, that was just common sense. You just screw back and acknowledging the black is not going to be difficult as long as he's at any part of the table to the left of the black. Well done, Jason, getting another frame back on the board. So 3-2 now on the left-hand side.
Seeing Bronson just cheating the pocket, creating himself a little bit of angle to screw back and run the white ball up to the top of the table.
Yeah, that was a nice shot there.
So hopefully he leaves himself with enough angle here where he can play the yellow off the top rail and bring the white ball out to put the black into the same right-hand top pocket. And he's been unlucky enough to catch the jaw. Now that comes down to
I
queuing.
would not call that unlucky.
That comes down to queuing, absolutely.
Yeah.
And these are the things where they'll keep you in the game or put you out of the game. And then, as I said, before that mental fortitude is how do you battle with yourself mentally? You need to, depending on how this game goes, it's just get yourself out of your own head. Playing across the table here though with the white ball doesn't exactly leave Jasley on a lot, but it does give him the opportunity to run and hide with the white ball.
Yeah, it does depend a lot where the yellow goes, but we'll certainly know after this shot who's ahead in the frame. Let's put it that way.
One cushion escape here at this level with these fellas. That sort of stuff shouldn't be terribly difficult. Either way, you're going to be moving that yellow towards the pocket. You'll either be covering the black or the red or both.
Just wants to make sure not to clip the yellow thin, because then the yellow won't move much. Yeah, so he's gone under it. That's a good shot. Except yeah.
It's a good shot.
So
Yeah,
the yellow's not gone into a good spot, but Jasley's left with basically nothing, so that was a good shot. Yeah, Jasley needs to return serve here by finding a way to leave Bronson no shot on this yellow. Oh, he can see this? Okay. He'll make no mistake, he'll be snookering and setting his ball up.
It's a great
That's a
shot
really
by
nice
Jasley.
shot.
Really
Really
good
nice
positional
shot.
shot after that. That is definitely the response.
Serve returned.
Broe and Jason. Broe's just played a shot with an extraction on the black. He hasn't been terribly successful. He's gotten the pot and pushed the black over to the side near another yellow for his opponent, which is going to force him to play up the table here.
Yeah. He's just played the cover, and he's not quite gotten it. You'll not be happy with that shot. And Bronson has just gone under the yellow.
So we'll see Jasley play ball in hand. He'll likely run this red ball down to the right hand pocket. Looks like he's going to glance it off to leave it open. No, he's going to run it down.
He's running it down. He's just made more angle, so he's getting better on his next ball.
And
that's
taking
going horrendously.
A bit rushed, that.
Honestly, yes. A little bit rushed.
And that's what I was saying, you know, usually he will approach these shots with quite a commanding presence as soon as he touched the table.
He just needed
he just kind of got down and
he needed
pushed
to
it.
be thinking, if I get this red over the hole, the frame is over. And he didn't quite do that. So he'd be pretty disappointed. You can always recover here with a nice shot, but
it's one of those things is you never want to have to.
I wonder if he is going to take his medicine and play a longer black here, or if he's going to try and get nice and... He tried to get nice and neat, and he's...
Played it here, and now
honestly,
Bronson's response here just needs to be say goodbye to your red ball.
Yeah. Snooker and set up the yellow as best you can.
You can just bounce this out to the middle here, and he's just fine. Even if he bounces it just past the black. She's decided to send it down the other end of the table. I don't know how much I like that
See,
shot.
I
in
really
that
like
instance.
that, because the white is most like... It takes away Jasley's ability to hit the shot soft, because you'll almost certainly leave Bronson on the yellow ball, which gives the chance that the red goes terrible or something like that. So that was a smart shot putting the yellow down here. And he's missed it as a result. I like just rolling out to this red, eh?
I actually don't mind just coming into the red and bouncing off.
Yep, just roll into it full
Bronson
ball.
has already decided he's done this. Played that nicely. He gave himself a decent amount of angle. He doesn't have to use too much on the white ball.
No, he doesn't have to
Fairly
do it.
naturally to run up to the top corner. And Jason, we can see in stride, playing a nice little out here. He's got a positional shot from one yellow to another. He may potentially come into this black ball just to promote it a little bit, keep himself on the yellow.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he goes into the black here, but you never know. Just because he'd run the risk of losing the white where he didn't really need to. Nice shot there. Well,
really
nice
hot on
finish.
the
I mean,
black.
obviously he had the foul and he's rolling into it.
Still have to pop the balls.
And honestly, Jasley will be feeling he's really given that one away.
And that's a great pot. Great pot by Jason. Fantastically good
Jason's
positional.
looking really solid now. Both these two, Broe and Jason, are looking very nice here. So this will be
Now we see the
excellent
reverse
to
pressure.
see.
You can see a little pump of the cue by Jason there. So this is where your opponent sees those types of things, and this is where he's just G'd himself up.
Mm-hmm.
That small pump of the cue could be what turns it.
Old Q shake. The Brenton Collier Q shake.
I haven't seen Bronte in years, actually.
Goes around.
He's always around, mate. If there's a bar, he's there. Tell you some stories about old Bronte.
Who just broke that? Oh,
That was Jasley's break.
Jasley, because he's sitting in his chair. I think we should watch the Broe Jason game here, since we just watched the last one by Jasley and Bronson. Oh, that was going
That was
straight
going
in. He's
straight
got
in.
lucky there. We said he got unlucky before when he got kissed in off, and he's gotten lucky there. So, you know, it all evens out in the end.
He got kissed on the white. So,
Ah, look at that. Just in time.
you see a
Red
little
to the
breath
rescue.
of a sigh there from him as that happened, which I didn't notice until the replay. So it looks like he's going to be taking on the reds here, but if he takes on that shot that he's having a look at here, is where does that other red ball go? Is the question.
Yes.
Unless there's a bit more angle that I can't see that if he is pushing the white through. He's played that nicely. He's left himself with the red in the middle of the table. The red ball he's going to have to come back to. Unfortunately, though, he does look like he's on the red into the middle. With a decent amount of angle to bring himself down the table.
That was a very good shot by Jason there.
He's a fantastic shot.
He's got what looked like really junky reds, now look like tap-ins. So, very smart shot there.
He's put that in with conviction.
He's got the right angle. He does. Actually, no, he's got the wrong angle. He's going down table a bit, but it's not bad.
I still think
So he's gonna
landing
have a bit of
just
distance
above
here.
that middle pocket, he should be fine with the white ball.
Yeah, it looks like it will be. About on the line the red is now, the white will be, I think.
He's played that
Bit
perfectly.
to the left of it, yep. Good shot.
So you can see, just by Jason's demeanour, he's just clicked over into the zone here.
Mm-hmm.
So
The jitters are out of the way. He's made some nice finishes, made some nice pots.
absolutely,
Certainly
the
feeling
confidence
it.
levels are rising.
He's played that
you
so
can see.
confidently. I love to see that. That was a great shot. That is a confident
It's
shot.
starting to become clinical here for Jason.
This is making a statement to Broe, who is probably sitting in his chair thinking, oh Jesus, I'm back against the wall here. My lead is now gone. And this guy's just dished.
He's missed it.
Why am I speaking?
Very, very surprised. The commentator's curse. Very surprising miss there by Jason. As I said, we were just talking about how he was very much zoned in.
Actually, those are shots you should never take for granted, to be fair. Just,
Those are the shots that you miss the most, unfortunately.
yeah.
Pump in the hard balls and miss the easy ones. We've all been there.
I mean, you just picked the wrong line, clearly, and here's the result. Bro's heavy favourite in this frame now. Although... So, Broe is... He needs to look for a foul as the easiest way for him to win this frame.
So
Getting a really, really... If he can block he needs to block the side rail glance off shot, and he needs to block the... I suppose the across is very difficult given the position of the yellow. So yeah, he just wants to leave this probably on the top rail if he can get there. No, this looks fine. I think he's played that well. He's actually blocked the up and down as well. Yep. He'll likely get a foul here, which will... Oh, well, hold on. Bit of swervage.
I wonder if we've got some draggage. Doesn't it look like it, but just the way he was lining up, I do wonder if that line is there. If he can drag it just past the middle pocket there,
From the
he
look at
may.
the overhead here, it does not look like...
It doesn't look like
there's
it from
any
the
easy
overhead,
way to
but
do
the way
this.
he's addressing it tells me otherwise. Very
So
deceptive.
yeah, he's trying to swerve around the yellow to end up on the straight line. It's a pretty delicate shot here. This will be a very good shot.
He's played
and
this
he's
well.
played that very well. Oh, that's an exceptional
fantastic.
shot. Well, now we know he actually deliberately missed that ball just so he could show off.
I'll just leave this here for later for a little swervy swerve.
Yeah, and now he gets to play some fancy shot on the black here. Off the yellow. Yeah. Oh, actually the cut to the middle is on.
It's a very difficult cut to the middle. I much fancy.
There's no easy shot here, that's
I
for
much
sure.
fancy off the yellow here. I feel like that's probably an easier line than that cut to the middle. This though, I feel like we'll probably see a little bit of a fist pump if he does take it.
If he sinks
and
it.
If he does not, he's going to open up that yellow and promote it over towards the middle.
Oh,
He's just missed it.
just missed that. And this should be Bro's frame. Of
He'll
course,
be
there's
spewing
added
about
pressure
that.
with the black over the hole.
He hit that well.
He
Not
just
well enough.
got it. It was a difficult shot. It was a
Difficult line to pick on those. This is what's either going
Funnily
to
enough, if
to
he
make or
rolled
break.
that, it would have gone in. He played the stun. Those shots, I usually try to get it to stun because it's usually easier to see that angle than the rolling angle.
I hope and pray I don't have to play those shots very often.
Oh, well, yeah, but sometimes when you're white ball... here's the cut break. You
We've just seen
mentioned
the cut break by Bronson, so clearly he's not feeling his break. He mentioned before the match that if he's not feeling his break and he needs to change, he will start using the cut break.
I believe he said if he dumps the white at any point, he will switch to the cut break, and he dumped the white the last time he broke. So he stayed true to his word there. He's not a liar. That's good to hear. Trustworthy fellow. Oh, bro.
You can see the disappointment in Broe.
That hurts to see. Got a feel for the guy.
Absolutely, you would have liked to have seen all that hard work. But
And Jason got away with that one.
It is one of those frames. that
After his
Jason-
very nice out that he missed the rather straightforward red, he's gotten away with it. And if I'm Broe, I'm certainly feeling it here because Jason's playing very well and not making too many mistakes, and you've just handed him a frame that
And you
he
can
really
see
should have
it
been
on the
winning.
demeanour of Broe. His shoulders are sagged forwards, and he's walking a little bit slower around the table. This is where he needs to
Needs to reset.
He needs to lift his confidence, get that frame out of his mind, and
Have
power around the
a
table.
toilet break. Oh, look at this. Jasley showing off his moves here. Look what I can do, lads.
Look at me, look at me.
Now, these yellows are tough.
These are very tough.
Yes.
Looks like he's going to be running that yellow on the left-hand rail down.
Yep, so play this one long, double the yellow to the middle, and try and get a result on the yellow tangled in the reds. I think that's what we might see here.
Now we might be forced to play this double and
Unless he's playing it now,
potentially
you reckon?
extraction. Well, maybe. Me personally, I would have liked to have been able to run that yellow ball down the rail on the left-hand
It looks
side.
like from here the white is going past the red, which will not help him. So he needs to get a little bit further. Okay. That's a good. He's recognised that. I wonder if he was trying to go in that gap there and land on the yellow to this bottom right-hand side pocket.
But then what? I would like
Play
to have
the
seen,
yellow one?
play the white ball up, white ball down. And
Actually,
having the yellow go
if
to the
you got
right-hand
that,
side
if you got
pocket.
that pot and the white went 4 more white balls to the left, he could have played the ball long and then the other yellow. So that probably gave him his best chance of getting the out, actually. And as it turns out, he's covered a hole here, so he's certainly not out of this frame. Whereas in, say, international rules, for example, this frame would effectively be over in favour of reds here. I cannot tell if that's a brilliant shot or not. Can he see that yellow? No, it looks like that's a very good shot by Bronson.
He's forced the pot here. It
Yeah.
does essentially give him a little bit, and I say this with not a lot of conviction, but it does give him a little bit of a free shot here in terms of he gets back to the table to essentially try and do what he was doing before. Yeah, he's found the gap.
Jesus, this guy.
Brilliantly found the gap.
Oh my god.
And this is where I was saying running the yellow ball down and playing
That was
yellow
a
to the right.
very good shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievably.
He's touch of a surgeon right there.
He's played that well.
Bronson may go to the toilet to throw up after this frame if this out is completed. And no one would blame him.
It's a bit unfortunate not to glance the black there.
I believe he's still on it.
Certainly still on as a double to the bottom right-hand bag.
Oh, he just cuts it. Oh, never mind. He does not cut that.
Might be cutting wrists before you're cutting the back.
Oh, he's
played the
played
triple. And he's nailed the triple.
He's just showing off now.
Jasley, Dimer, and this is where we see the experience come into it, ladies and gentlemen.
What a shot. That is beautiful.
Onto the
We get to
highlight
see
reel.
the roll in. That's what we wanted to see, Dan. So Jasley has picked a beautiful gap there, ran a ball along the rail, and then tripled the black. That's a pretty nice finish. Call Tanaz the janitor. He's mopping up. Well, let's see if he misses his last easy ball again, right?
Thank you
Before
to the
we
pack
start
lords.
calling in that.
Thank you to the pack lords. We will start calling Jason the janitor.
Oh, here we go. Look at Paddy in the comment. Oh, pack lords in the comments. Jinxon Tanash.
Almost feels like we need to call the janitor to clean up the spew on the floor after that positional, because he will be gutted. Jasley having a fairly open table here on the reds. This will be the determined ball.
It's interesting. Jason, honestly, when he's making these outs and he looks like he's not going to miss, and then making these little errors. When I see something like that, it means that you're only a hair off each time making these outs. That shows the potential of this guy. If he's just on a little bit more, we will start calling the janitor. All right, mate. What was his name again?
Pack lords.
Pack lords.
We'll do that just for you.
Yeah. All right.
So Broe taking the ball in hand. Fairly open table here for him. There's not too much room for error. These are going to be roll-ins. This first ball is going to
I'm going to
determine
call
his
it.
positional.
He gets these, and if he doesn't, he matches over. Early call from the commentator.
See if the commentator's curse is real. This ball, you wouldn't want to roll it over the hole. You actually want to pot this so you don't have to come back for it later.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Makes no mistake there.
I think he's overrun this little. However, he still has his little bit of a recovery shot here.
That, honestly, yeah, he's out of position on the first shot here. He would not be happy with that. But I think he's fine. He can get this ball to the middle and still get on the other ball to the middle. I think. Wait, where's the overhead? Right there. Oh, actually, no, he cannot. It looks like he has to go around. Oh, no, he's going this way. See if he can avoid this red. And he's just controlled the cannon really nicely there. Yep. Nice. It looks like this ball that the white is right next to could give him the most trouble, because
And I think
unless he can
I think the shots,
see
I think
what
the
he's
shots
lined
here
up there,
is
that's where he's looking to be to deal with that ball.
it's got to be the ball after this. He needs to play the white ball just up above the yellow, even if he uses the cushion here to be able to play that red down to the bottom right hand pocket.
He looks reasonably straight here. To try and get high on it, he's got to play quite a firm shot
He's got a bit of angle
and
there,
pinch
mate.
some pocket. He's got a bit of angle, you reckon? He looks pretty straight. Yeah, so it was always a difficult shot to control, because he was so straight, he had to sort of create the angle with the pace, and they're very easy to overhit and leave the white all the way up the table and you're in no man's land. But he's on it, so as long as there's no in off here, he won't be too unhappy with this.
And he's taken a bit of a reset on his queuing there. potentially be looking to play up the table instead
honestly,
now.
he does have the option to
Playing
take this
up
ball
the table,
and then roll the
it
ball into the middle and come down for the ball to the middle.
Absolutely.
And it looks like he's seen that. He's realised how difficult that shot he was about to play was, and there were all sorts of things. Oh no, has he got angle? Yeah, he's got angle. He looks good. If he didn't have angle, he would have just... I don't even know. Just go home.
Just go home, take the white ball with you.
He said, "Alright, see you lads. I don't know how to finish this out." Yep, there you go. That's where he wants to be. Right on that line. Yeah.
Bit of a play on Bronson's side, not the greatest
Oh, he's hit that well. He's hit that
position of
well.
Wales, but
Excellent shot. That's beautiful.
Broe has played it nicely on the left-hand side table.
Really nice hit. Out of position on the first shot. He's recovered beautifully.
He'll be fine to hold the white ball on this. It's cute
confidence.
He is
That is
cute through it.
authority. Maybe we'll start calling Broe the janitor. Lovely finish. We'll be happy with that.
That's a good pick up on that frame for Broe then.
4 all. This is what we want to see. We want to see 4 all on the right here. Not that we're rooting for anyone, but come on, Bronson.
It's actually, it'd be really cool if we saw some blackball shootouts. That'd be nice. That'd be really good in this.
Blackball shootouts?
Oh, that'd be amazing in this rule set.
So what is that? Just black on the spot and you...
Black on the spot.
Cut
Yes,
it in.
absolutely, and you're cutting it in long distance on the table.
Yeah, that sounds like as pathetic a way to decide the outcome of the
Is,
frame as the 6-road shootout. Just play more frames, guys.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 6-red shootout, but the blackball shootout was quite entertaining.
Jesus walked away. What happened, Phil? Oh, I see. So Packlord said, "Oh, he's the janitor," and they probably walked away from his computer and came back, and Jason lost the
Sorry,
frame.
commentator's curse.
He can claim that donation in his next tax return.
Oh, I love that comment.
I don't know who this guy is, but that's funny. Well done. You should be here doing the commentary, mate. Right, looking over at Bronson and Jasley here. Bronson has played a safety. Now Jasley has a difficult thing to figure out here. How can he not foul and not set up the yellow from snookered? If he can do that, he's still winning in the frame. Otherwise,
It's going to be the age-old question here. He might have to play the cushion just above the middle draw here.
if he's
create
if he's
that-
totaled, he
create
can
that
go
line.
try and go under the red to the right, which he's he's hit that so red. Oh my god, this guy's making me sick. That's a brilliant
does
shot.
look like from the other camera angles we have is Bronson won't be able to play up the table. However, he may come off the cushion to hit that yellow. Very difficult to play a little touch safety here.
Yeah,
left-hand
well,
ball.
you're
But
not
I'd
leaving.
I'd be running up the table here to come.
He's
into
got to find a
the
way to
yellow.
play safety where Jasley can't just whip off a red and leave him. Sorry? Easy to oh, okay. From the overhead, it does look like Bronson's actually on this yellow to the top right. And if he is, he can actually go game here.
He's just lining up his future yellow shot here.
His dream shot on his wish list.
All I want for Christmas is this one pot.
Just a keyboard for you. Oh, Matt Mercott. Sarah on the mic. Yeah, boy. Yeah, okay.
There you go. He's used his first shot well.
Oh. Okay. I think we've missed missed what happened there. Jasley must not have been totaled, and so he fouled there with that shot. Sorry, none of us picked up on that.
Well, I thought potentially on that foul he would play this red and bring it out for that yellow, but
I really like what he did there with the free shot.
certainly thought about it for a while. And
Well, yeah,
that
while
seemed to
we
be
were
the way he
talking
wants to
about
go.
completely irrelevant stuff because we didn't realise that he had a foul. And by way, I mean me. Bronson will make no mistake here, I imagine. Get as close to this side rail as you can, and it looks like he's
Played that nicely.
very nice shot, very nice shot. And you just swing
So
out
this
back to the middle.
position, as you said, just swing out and it'd be nice and fat for the black into the middle. That'll bring them
Yep.
to 4-4. Both matches at 4-4 would be an interesting run. Becomes a race to 3 on either side.
See that nice.
We've seen Jason just put a red in with nicking just off the yellow ball in the middle of the table. Unintentional, but worked out well.
Oh my god, these guys in the freaking comments. Well done there by Bronson. 4-all, this is what we wanted to see. Look at this, 4-all, 4-all.
And the excitement rears.
Couldn't read about it. So Jason on the reds here. I think we'll see him trickle through this one to get to the ball to the right hand middle, and then the red next to the yellow to the. Oh, he's gone too far. Oh no, he's gone too far. He has gone too far. So now he's got to play this one.
He's
This
confidently
other
coming
one.
down on the red just below the black.
I think he was just
Although
seeing if it went,
into-
working out where the white's going.
Coming into
Looks
the black
like it's
though,
gonna
gets
collide
that,
into the
that
black, yeah.
little bit of a dicey situation. I think
That's certainly not what he wanted.
no.
He wanted to just one ball roll less, and he would have the ball to the right hand side middle, and then the ball touching the yellow to the left hand bottom. You know, it'd be great if we had like this little pointer thing where we could highlight on the stream what we're talking about.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That way we can-
we had that a few years ago for commentary, and that actually just disappeared. I don't know
Yep.
what happened to that. It was very, very handy.
Guys, you'll see there's a donation button on your screen to give some cash to Dan, and I reckon with the proceeds he'll be looking into buying a pointer thing for the commentators. So you know.
Absolutely. $5 from each of the 4 listeners that we have tuned in.
Wait, we've got 7 listeners. So if all of you give 10 grand, that should give Dan enough money to buy a laser pointer. What do you reckon?
Absolutely. I'll get Dan onto it straight away.
Wouldn't put off the players at all. So yeah, Jason tried to cut that ball in, and he did go into the black, but he missed it. And Broe is well behind in this frame, I'd say. As in from a... What I mean by that is he'll be looking to make an out here because...
And here becomes a bit of a critical shot for Broe. Now, does he still play the pot? He does have
He's
angle.
landed awful, hasn't he?
He does have angle to slightly come out, but I think really here you'd almost play just to dolly the white and put the yellow over the pocket. So it's very, very
I see what you mean. No, he's
just-
played the...
He's played the pot, but he's had to push through it so hard. You end up missing those because you're trying to punch it, create angle to try and stop the white ball from being essentially where it is and potting the ball. I think maybe even just moving that yellow over to the right hand side and just sort of leaving it there creates a harder shot. The white ball being behind the red, and it becomes one of those games where you almost have to leave your opponent with that shot. And if they pot it, well, good on them, and they've earned that. But if they don't, then you're back at the table in power position.
I certainly agree with you. Broe covering there at least made Jason work for the frame, whereas now he's got the insurance of Broe having a rather difficult ball to deal with at the top rail there. However, if he does miss, Broe can certainly make the out, so... Looks like he's taking this ball to the middle.
He's just going to keep his insurance policy there, just underneath the black.
And he's missed it
and he's
high. I've seen a lot of that this weekend.
These,
Missing high.
These are the questionable shots where you wonder from the elite players at home is whether you would take that red ball that's over the bottom right hand bag to then promote it to promote the white to the middle of the table, I should say, creating an easier out rather than taking on a harder shot to the middle ball there. And as you've done is potentially have missed it. So percentage wise, what would have been?
We saw Mark Owens yesterday play a skill shot similar to this. Full length of the table, yellow into red. Bro's not quite. Oh, that's gone. That's a bit unfortunate. I mean, obviously there was always going to be a little bit of luck in that shot, but it's gone about as bad as it could for Broe there. Now, Broe
here becomes that question of which ball do you move over towards the red? That is
so you think he'll play some sort of smother here? Do you?
You might have to. Right? There's not really much else. I mean, pump it off a couple of cushions and hope for the best and run the white ball up the table. But I mean,
you're saying that, not just roll the yellow over and smother this red and just.
No,
hope.
Absolutely. I would be smothering that red as much as possible.
That or he goes up the side rail and tries to hit this yellow. Yeah, he's attempted that, and
unfortunately, it's just come up a little bit too short. It still does pose a little bit of traffic.
Yeah, it means Jason needs to be sort of on this right-hand side of the table and screw back. So, yes, he can. That's not difficult, but it's something.
It just creates that little bit of an extra 1% in there that he has to work around.
Yeah. He's also left a good white here. Actually, if Jason can go under this yellow and hit the red, he can have a dip now. Cushion first into red, if there's a big enough gap there.
I do wonder if we'll see.
No, it doesn't look like there is. So
I don't think we'll see a long shot here from Jason, maybe a red to the top right-hand pocket even.
Oh no, it must be.
He must be able to get through here. No, he's playing the safer shot, and he's been unfortunate on that for the double kiss and the red dropping.
Yeah. Well, that means if you hit that harder, I don't think the red would have dropped, which means the rail first, get the white out, and then pot out was not really on, so that's why he's played that. And unfortunately, it's gone terrible for him. Let's see if he can bring out a nice shot here. If he goes for this ball though, he's well aware that he's going to leave Broe on that yellow if he misses it. Unless of course he misses it by a lot. Which I'm sure he won't be thinking about. Confident shot this. And he's missed it by a lot and not left him on the yellow. Oh no, never mind, he did.
No, he's left him on the yellow.
He missed it by so much that he left him on the yellow anyway.
So a little bit let off there. We can see Broe coming to the table a bit more confident than what he has been. He'll take a little bit of a breather before he goes down on this shot.
This is
he
a bit of a
essentially
gift
just needs to stun this in. Not too much pace.
You just get as much up the table as you can. Oh, okay, no, just get the best angle you can because he couldn't go up the table. And that looks pretty good. We haven't seen any head shakes, so that's usually the indication that it's gone horrendously. Beautiful. And here we go. This
will be the question.
This is the big question
of whether he's going to double it back to the middle or play it to the right-hand pocket.
I don't think anyone would double this.
Actually, if you have a look on the angle up top, is
I would be shocked if he tried to double that. Well, you know what?
I do feel like if he played the pot,
maybe he did try to double that.
He was risking the in-off off the red.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you hit that a bit thick, which made it go further towards the left of the red. I think natural ball he would have hit the red about full ball, which would have been fine. But yeah, that was a very difficult black. Unfortunate for Broe there. The white didn't just roll a couple of maybe a foot further, and he would have had a much better chance at it. Now let's see if the janitor can mop these up. That's a nice angle here.
He's cued that nicely.
Yeah, he's got angle to. I think he'll just play a little stun screw sort of shot and try and float down on the tangent line, like vertical to the table, and just land on this yellow. This is one of those preference things. Some people go off the rail with a bit of side. Yep, which is what he did. Okay, don't mind that.
And again, we're seeing Jason zoned in on these shots.
Yep.
Face full of
I imagine
concentration.
he'll stun this off the rail.
Gives himself a little bit of a blind pocket here. Nothing too difficult. Nothing out of his repertoire. We jump over to Bronson's game, where he's playing a skill shot for Bronson's yellow onto Jasley's red here, where he was lining up. Now he's decided to change.
Decided not to do it.
Looks like he might be trying to come into the red off this.
Well, interesting. That's
I'm going to try and...
I honestly don't know what Bronson.
I would like to get into his head,
thinking here,
understanding that shot.
I mean, the skill shot was obviously a hard shot, and if you miss it, you lose. But if you get it, you win. So, but obviously he didn't fancy it. So
I thought even potentially the way he was feathering, he might have even been trying to pot that ball and come out.
Actually, looking at the screen, the red's a little bit to the right of the pocket, which does make the skill shot a little bit trickier. If he's playing a double or a safety here. Safety. Yeah, left him only on the ball on the left, but I think... Yeah, no, he has. I think he's played that alright. Jasley might be able to just hit a little bit of swerve on this just to hit that red.
I think he might be on full ball, man. I think he's going
to... Oh, he's just on it, is he?
Yeah, I think he's going to fly past this yellow by at least half a ball gap.
Yeah, okay. I really struggle to see the angles on this screen. Oh, yeah, you're right. He can just pot it. It's a good shot. It's a good shot. Yeah, Bronson's thinking, damn, I should have gone for that skill shot, eh?
Yeah, here I quite like this natural angle of if he's potting the yellow to the top left-hand corner and the white ball coming off top side, running down past the black, or even on either side of the black, leaving himself with a cut from the yellow onto the right-hand side. It becomes a little bit of an open pocket with that red as there's a gap underneath.
What do you think of the monster cut under the red to this right-hand side?
I don't feel like this is the time to do it.
Well, he's screwed in the frame. That's the best time to do it. when you're in a frame that you're bugging.
I feel like the top ball trying to give yourself.
Actually, he's also potting this red over the hole. So all he's got to do is find a way to get on this other yellow. You can pot 3 balls in one shot. Oh, okay. That is
and that kiss on the black
shot.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Little bit of good fortune there.
Fortune favours the brave, though, as they say.
It does, yes.
Might take Bronson to the casino after that, I think. But very good shot. As I was saying, I would have liked to have seen a more natural angle with top running around the table, but that obviously also works when it works.
It was, very good pot.
It's a great shot.
And now he has to play a double on the black, unless he fancies the cut.
Just going to have to worry about the line of the white ball.
I mean, yes, this is very difficult, but from where Bronson was at the start of this visit, I think you'd be happy to have a go with the black to anywhere.
Just had to check. He's actually got plenty of angle there to avoid.
He's double kissed it. Double kissed it.
Unfortunately.
Oh well, that was still a tremendous effort from where he was. But alas, he's still going to lose the frame.
A lot of work for not a lot of joy in the end. JC trying to get a little bit of extra time just watching a shot on Broe. Obviously they've had a bit of a clash of the bodies They're playing the shots at the same time, but it gives Jasley a little bit of breathing space as well to reset the mind.
Not bad shot from Broe there. He's extracted the black.
Wasn't the greatest shot by Jasley, he knows it just by the reaction, but it's worked out for him in this case. He actually wanted to come onto the left-hand side of that black, and it would have been interesting if he didn't touch it, as the white ball would have bounced out quite a fair way. It's secured the frame.
Seeing this shot again. Well, lovely shot. But still didn't win the frame from it. I like the shot Broe played there. He developed his ball and left it rather tricky white. And now he's back at the table.
Missed the long pot there, unfortunately. So Broe will be looking to play down the table at this point in time. He may even play the red that is down the bottom of the table on the left-hand side, leaving himself on the 2 balls to the right. And at some point he may play up the table off one of those balls to the top reds. But it looks like Broe is going to start playing a little bit smarter rather than going for outs.
I wonder if he plays he tries to just nudge this red here that he's looking at just a bit higher or towards, and then leave the white under the other red so that Jason has not much of a shot, and he's made his balls a little bit easier.
The ideal circumstance.
Nope, he's potted it. And he's landed...
Still on a ball to the middle, but
yeah, he's on the ball in the middle.
I feel like that ball was one of his balls at a point where he could have used that. Play the red that's over the bottom left-hand side on the table here, play that down, and this could have been one of his balls, depending on how he plays these two, to play up the table into that pack to have broken it out.
The pack doesn't need to... If he just gets on the ball to the middle...
That pot, to be honest.
If he just gets on the ball to the middle, he can go into that yellow and beyond his red, so he doesn't really need to go into that pack with another ball. I wonder if we'll see him roll this in and then take using the other red.
Well, he's going to play the exact shot of the same, play this down and the red up into those, I do believe. I don't know.
I wonder if he'll go into them or just trying to land on them, because he'll determine if... Because generally you don't want to nudge balls that are on.
Judging by that angle, it looks like he's going to try and play the red to the middle after this shot.
He's very straight here, isn't he?
Masters on table
Okay,
one.
now...
It could have ended up a lot worse without that double kiss.
Yeah, that's true. He could have been snookered.
It's not the most ideal shot for him to play, but it's still, at least he can see it.
Now he's
He's going to be playing the red off the
this
yellow to try and leave it over the pocket there.
This is a lot of trouble here for Broe. He's behind in this frame now, unless he plays a very good shot here. And he hasn't. Now it's a lot easier to snooker him. Both balls in the same position. Jason can just cover this hole here and try and leave the whites on the left-hand side of the table. And Broe will have not much to work with.
You can also play the yellow that's down the left-hand side as well and bounce the white out behind the yellow.
Yep, certainly.
So he's got a couple of options at snookers here.
He can also pop this ball on the right-hand side and go into his yellow and send it.
He also has a nice little option here. If he plays on the top side of the table, there's 2 yellows, and he plays the left side yellow just to knock it just over the pocket and just sit the white ball behind that other yellow. It makes the up and down very hard, and obviously he can't go to the top of the table and across.
Yeah, and the one important thing is with the free shot here, he would likely in one shot be able to kill both reds by making them awkwardly touch each other and set his yellow up, and that almost guarantees the frame. That's sort of why we were talking about snookers just here, but of course he doesn't have to play the snooker.
Almost looks like he may play this ball that's on the top right-hand rail into red to try and promote that yellow at some point.
See how he's feeling.
Because he still has that yellow at the left-hand side of the table to recover on.
He can always just cover this, which is what he's done.
Yep.
There's no snooker there, but he hasn't actually covered it. Well, okay. Broe has the... Does he have the up and down? He'd have to play it with... Oh, it's a tricky shot.
Tricky shot, but it's still...
But it's a way he can get back in this frame.
If he plays the angle to hit the cushion first.
Yeah, so it looks like he has to play with side because the natural line's blocked by everything. And if he can hit that lower red, and yeah, like what he's saying there, land on that,
Looks like
he
he's
can
going
steal
to,
the frame here.
Looks like here he's lining up the
No,
double on the
yeah.
first red to bounce onto the backside
Yeah,
of the other
that's-
red.
Seniors,
Alright,
let's see the backdoor job here, Broe.
On table 8.
This is exciting.
Please keep the tab from the stage. Thank you.
Is that a fair attempt at it? Not a great deal of results.
No, he won't be
But
unhappy with that.
speaking of
but
results,
it
Dan,
does
if
look
we can
like
get up the result sheet for those tuned in at home,
does
and
look
we'll run
like
through. We've got a couple of players that have
he's
finished.
well behind in this frame now. I think Jason will finish these. So that's what Jason wanted actually with the shot he played. He covered that hole there and he wanted Broe to remove the reds from blocking his yellow, which has happened. Yeah.
So just before we have these games finish, I'll then read out some results.
Oh, Jason has
So we have Bronson closing the
It's
gap
not
here
landed-
to
not
become
landed
5
brilliant.
all.
I'm curious what he was trying to do there. He may have just overhit it. Can always happen. But it did look like he intended to hit it that hard, and it's sort of made his balls worse.
Can you please keep the tab from the stage?
So just while we
He's got to
have
play this
Broe
cut
and
here if he wants to
Jason,
continue the out.
I'll
And
go
if
through.
he gets this cut, I back him to get it.
Lorenzo John Harry, table 8.
Just
No, it
quickly
does
run
look like he's
through
going
the
stages.
results as we go. So we got Bronson, Blackmore, and Jason Dimer at 5 all. Sean Partridge has gotten up over Shane Saylor at 7-3 win. We have Broe Sheills and Jason Tanaskovic, which we are watching now, which is 4-5 in Jason's favour.
It's good safety there by Jason.
We have Sean Walpole and Chase Daly at 4 all. That'll be a lovely match for those to watch. We have Mark Owens, who's defeated Timmy Wyatt at 7-2. We have Jack Green versus Scott Fraser, and Jack in a commanding lead at 6-1, race to 7. We have Mick Norton and Aaron Kilpatrick at 4-3 at current scores, and we have Sean Durbridge versus James Reed at 2-4. Now that is the match listings for these men's singles.
I know
Those at
Jack,
home.
he'll be shattered. He has lost a frame now in the singles portion. He won his first 2 rounds 7-0 and was telling me and everyone how he's going to win this whole thing without losing a frame. That's not possible anymore, unfortunately. Bad luck, Jackie boy.
Probably not possible at all, ever, for Jackie boy. Good player. He's had a few results, but he's coming along quite as a young lad. He's getting quite deep in a lot of these comps that I've seen, and obviously he's getting better with each one as he goes. So it'll be nice to see.
Yeah, come on, Wally.
Nice to see him get a
Matt
result
Murcott
in a
cheering
minor
on Sean
or even a
Walpole there.
major.
Sean's been playing excellent this weekend, Matt. Hopefully he can get it done.
Sean Partridge is actually looking quite a contender.
I was talking about Sean Walpole, but yeah, Sean Partridge as well. Obviously, always class. Here's Jackie boy. He's lost a frame, he's shattered, but he got the win. 7-1.
And we've seen the failed 1 cushion escape snooker. So Jason will now come back to the table here. He's going to take ball in hand
does
for
he
his
have
free
ball?
shot.
He does, yeah, okay.
This may be the tell-all shot here is, does he run one ball down onto the other? or does he leave that and just play one of these balls which are in similar positions on either side of the table just to run it down to...
Yeah, he's going to try and pot this one and get on this ball on the side rail, it looks like. And you'd want enough angle on it. See, he's left it very straight. He doesn't have the angle to get over to this left-hand side rail, which is where he wanted to be next. He made more sure of the pot. Which, remember, with your free shot, you don't need to pot anything. You can set your ball up for later.
Yeah, had some comments come in from Matthew Murcott, who's cheering on for Wally, the Wallmeister.
Oh, here we go. Jesus.
Couple of items here saying he's good to hear a couple of the comments that we're going through with the commentary on both myself and Mr. Logan Brand. But he said, P.S. all the trash talk and super subs couldn't help your team last night, mate.
Super subs coming in winning 2 frames is not very super, is it? Oh, Jason's gone full Hollywood here, and he's landed.
I won a few more than 2 frames, I think.
No,
take the super subs.
I'm talking about Tam Dixon, who came in for our Premier Division team and won 2 out of 6.
Talking about that match. Still, you guys are on that match still. Jesus, that must be burning in his core if he's coming on commentary days later for that.
It was last night, and he just brought it up in the chat. What else am I supposed to do? Not talk about it? Jamo was giving me stick for it last night. Yep. These guys.
Logan Brand with the fans at home then, I see. Just address the chat as fans from now on. Give a little bit of a George Tierney.
Go Fletcher. Yeah, whatever. Dan is...
Go the Fresher Club.
Dan's a bit, biased towards the Fletcher guys. Mostly because he plays for them. Did you? Oh, bad luck, Dan. Go Dan, go Fletcher. Yeah.
We're seeing Jason on the percentage play
can we
there.
issue bans in the commentary so that Matt can stop giving me... I actually played in a team with Matt over summer out of Fletcher.
I haven't been to the old Fresher Club for quite a number of years. I was telling the gents last time I was there. I think I might have been playing in Sean Partridge's team. Can't remember who else was in the team. I remember there was Adam Armstrong, a good old Cabri Ramstrong. Haven't seen you for a few years, mate. So hello to you. But
Great shot by Broe. That is
a fantastic shot. I can't believe he's potting huge balls while I'm telling stories.
Yeah, he's
interrupting. But
he's basically saying, "Come on, mate. I'm the
down
star
there.
here."
The finals are great up there, so hopefully the venue's still going. And for those that are down there, say hello.
Bronson trying to keep it a bit tight here. Oh, be nice. It was not nice. He's got to play a double. Actually, you know what? This is pretty straight. Back in to get this.
Straight double, I feel.
And he has.
Straight in.
What a great shot.
So that'll
well done,
that brings
Broe.
him to 5-all. A little bit of confidence coming back into it. Obviously, there's lost
5-all,
position
5-all.
with the black ball there, and he puts that in. He will walk away with that happily.
Well done, Broe. Congratulations on stealing that frame. Well, Jason made the error, I suppose. So, and he punished. Broe punished. Really nice pot there. And then a good double on the black. This is what can happen. Good players, they steal them back.
Punishment is real.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll
That's
tune
a
into
superb shot he played
Bronson,
there.
Blackmore,
That's
and Jasley
very
Dharma
nice.
for this.
And then this was not difficult. This was not easy. He was going into the black, needed to control it, and then he got the double. Very nice.
So a beautiful,
Great shot by Jasley.
beautiful
That's
shot to make
fantastic.
by Jasley. And these are the shots where I'm saying, potting is not the end all be all. A simple safety like that is able to open up the game directly after their shot, forcing your opponent to play the balls, the directions, or the shots that you want them to play.
The harder you make it for your opponent, the more likely it is that things will go wrong, which is why the safety is a good option. Because if you can see these balls full ball, you can control, set them up. They could go anywhere here. Jasley could come back to the table with tap-ins. Having said that, he's played a brilliant shot
by Bronson. We have Jasley who says, "Have your luck at this," and Bronson's response is, "Thank you, I will. Now cop this."
Yep, he's. That's unfortunately something that's been lost with the international rules. Is the total snooker, and you see there how well Bronson's played that shot, where he's not needed to hit a rail and he's able to nestle into his yellow and leave nothing for Jasley. And now he's got a chance here. It looks like he's got able to go into this red on the right hand side.
It's having a little bit of a laugh.
We've got a great
on
still
pause.
there.
Yeah,
That should be
that should be the face
the
of the
thumbnail.
YouTube channel. Yeah. Can we get a screenshot of that, please, Dan?
All right, will Bronson go into this? Oh, he's just missed it. Oh, well, he's just not got a result.
So Bronson now
He can play a
addressing
snooker
the
here.
table.
He can play a snooker here. He can clip off this yellow on the bottom and try and leave the white under the other yellow.
Scary shot, that. Very scary shot if you get it wrong.
Can't see what.
I feel bouncing out that yellow to cover that red a little bit might be the go, but he almost looks like he might be lining up just to tuck in, as you said. Just bouncing it out in front of the red would be
And
nice.
that's really good. See,
That's a beautiful touch.
this the across shot to hit the red below the white is blocked, but Jasley doesn't really want to play that anyway because it's a chance of clearing the pocket. But if Jasley doesn't hit anything here, with Bronson's free shot, I fancy him to win the game. So, a lot of pressure here on this shot for Jasley.
And Jason and Broe, and Bronson and Jasley. Matches are 5-5. We're now in a race to 2 on each of these tables. Currently mid-match.
And there you go.
Jasley has missed.
I doubt Bronson will be taking ball in hand here.
I highly suspect not. But he is having a look from that end of the table.
He's just looking at what is the best way to free up these yellows.
Actually, almost think taking ball in hand from here might be the way to go. Play in between those two reds. You take the yellow maybe off the cushion first. You play the bottom yellow into the red. You knock the red out on that angle so it's not in the way.
There are a lot of
You're
moving
bouncing
parts
both yellows.
in
There's a lot of cogs
in
that,
every
yes.
shot he plays here, because there's 3 balls to consider: the 2 yellows where they end up, and the white ball where that ends up. A lot of things to figure out. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him take his time here and figure out what to do.
And we have the circle of trust over here on our left-hand side. We
The
have
shreds.
Jack Green, Scotty Fraser, Mark Owens, and Logan Brand is staring at them, trying to get their attention like he's got FOMO.
That is just
What are the boys
totally
doing that I'm missing out on, is what Logan's thinking.
bit of projection here from the booth here.
So Mark Owens has just given a challenge of Owens and Scotty Fraser versus myself and Logan. I think that's probably an easy win for them. Mark thinks he's got it in the locker.
Yeah, when we mark ourselves up, commentate on our own game. Playing for shots. Oh, sorry, probably can't say that on the stream. Playing for cash.
Playing for shots down the rail, shots across the table.
Yeah, that's of course what I meant.
Double
when I
shots,
said that.
you know,
Yeah,
you know how it goes.
No, shots of espresso, of course.
Shots of espresso.
Yeah. The Irish known for their coffee drinking.
Absolutely. Irish coffee, not a bad one. Logan nearly spat his coffee. Not for lack of taste. Now we have Bronson addressing the table here.
Yeah, he played a really nice shot to get both yellows out. And now he's on rather straightforward out.
So this will be one of
So
those
thi-
outs of
this-
stun, stun, stun.
This was a well-played frame. That
was
snooker
very well
that,
fought
that
for.
snooker that Bronson played really sealed the deal. Made it very difficult for Jasley to get out of. And as soon as he didn't, the game was pretty much over.
So just being told next up on the stream will be the Masters singles matches. We have Justin Allen versus Brian Daly and Michael Swift versus Graham John Pagden. They will be some great games. We will be attempting to find some commentators to jump up on those tables.
What was this, sorry?
We just have the Masters singles matches
Oh, okay. Coming up.
coming up next. Bronson using a little bit of
Nice
trouble
shot.
on the white. Fantastic
Bronson
shot.
has landed very nice here.
Little bit of bottom on this just to avoid the in off it and be able to put this in with a bit of confidence. And he's cued that nicely. We'll jump over to Broe and Jason now while they rack the balls on that table at 6-5 Bronson Blackmore's way.
Broe looks like he's in all sorts here on the reds.
Licorice, all sorts. So I do wonder if Broe can see that red that is on the bottom left-hand side of the two that are touching there. If he can, it may be the shot just to come off at half ball, leaving the white ball down in the bottom left-hand quadrant of the table. But he may be playing the double to come off those two reds.
Looks like he's done.
And he has
Oh, that's
just put up shot. That's okay.
not bad.
I don't mind that. It
Not
creates a very difficult safety, although Jason here,
I don't think it's a difficult safety. He's just going to hit off this
No,
ball
I
on the
think-
right, yeah?
I think instead of hitting it off on the right hand side, I think a little bit more thought pattern to it may be to come off the top jaw and into the yellow, just bouncing the yellow out in front of the white, leaving an almost impossible escape on the white ball to the reds.
What happened to the Blackball tables? These are Supremes. There's very little difference between the tables anyway, so get on the mini beers. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm not
So
quite sure on the story for the tables. I
Jason-
think they got them from the AABF after
Jason
Nationals.
has played
Great
that
shot,
shot
Jason.
perfectly. Unfortunately, he hasn't bounced it out enough where it's impossible to get out of. He has left a little bit of angle for Broe. Broe is going to have to be starting to create angle with extreme side here. But certainly and this becomes that catch-22 because of the way the white ball is
How
positioned.
confident is he going jaw? Jaw up the table.
Okay, Broe, you are a
Version of the red.
lunatic, but
There you
you
go.
played it so well. That is really
you-
unfortunate. Oh my God, I tell you what.
You are joking.
I tell you
He's
what.
shattered. That is. The world is cruel sometimes. I reckon what's going through his head right now is why do bad things happen to good people?
Unfortunately, God has just said, I will punish Broe
Yeah.
and save a puppy.
Well,
So
I mean,
sometimes life is just not fair.
I hope the puppy enjoys its life. Oh, he just glanced the jaw, and that's what caused it to come out just far enough to miss the reds. Tremendous effort though. Now Jason, I believe. It makes you
It's
sick.
Just missed it both in and out.
Anyway,
That's
bad
a
luck there,
fantastic effort by Broe.
Very
I
good effort.
Will applaud that.
Still, Jason played a good safety, and he's got the reward now.
Absolutely.
Looking to get both of these yellows out.
So like Jason is going to be playing the reds to get the get the movement on all of the balls. So he was trying to pot the red ball that was over the pocket, and he wanted to screw into those 2 reds to explode those out of the way of the two yellows.
I like what he did there. That was a good shot.
He's
landed on this to the top
wasn't
pocket.
wasn't what he was trying to do, but
Good result then.
He has worked out for him.
He's potted the only red that was pottable, and split his balls out.
He was trying to come into these reds.
Oh well, that was crazy then.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's crazy that he says. But these are the shots that we do have a crack at. They do work out sometimes, so we can't complain too much with that. He still has to work at this out, which is fine. Jason is certainly capable. He may pop this yellow that's over the right-hand pocket here, come over onto the top rail and bounce out, leave himself angled to roll down at the table.
did you say Jasley?
He's decided to cue it differently.
Oh, I like he's left himself good angle to float up here. Cut this in, float up. Unless he's got too much. I think he can hold. No, he can definitely hold.
Absolutely hold.
Yeah, he does.
See,
You almost couldn't have placed it better with your
Jason.
hand. Oh, although he's
this is the thing with the lean over the table there.
Yeah,
you can see he's unhappy about that.
he didn't get as much top as he wanted there on that shot. How can he avoid these reds? That's all he needs to do. Have a go at this yellow and
I
don't
don't know
touch
that
the
he
reds.
does want to avoid these reds. I feel like coming off the cushion with the white ball, assuming you've got the pot, you want to come into these reds. Hopefully you're coming into them at least half ball on the top side, and then holding the white ball up above the reds for the black.
Looking at the overhead, it looks like he's going to be missing the black and the reds and then hitting the reds on the way back, which makes
what
it
you would
very
want.
likely
That's what
to
you would
snook.
want.
Well, it increases the chance you can snooker himself. So he's landed really bad here. See what he comes
Serious
up with.
match, Jamie Key and Barry
That must be
William,
on actually
table
down
nine.
to the.
No, he's played a
He's
safety.
played a safety. That's not a terrible safety either. Great shot, Jason.
The reds, Broe will be looking at smothering this yellow if possible.
Yep, and just running the white ball further up the table towards the middle pocket. Hopefully not in it, but towards it, and snookering behind the red. Or bounce towards the yellow.
If he can find the line so that the red he's hitting and the white are going on the same line,
Jamie Key, Barry William, table 9.
then he's likely to get a very good snooker here.
Or is he going to play this red that's closest to the white and bring the white ball below the line of yellow?
Wonder what he is
Maybe
thinking.
what he's looking at.
Masters, Peter Kennedy versus Jared Johnston, table 7. Can you please speak your name from the stage?
I wonder what he was trying there.
Not too sure. I would have thought if he was trying to play a safety, he would have left the white ball down onto the bottom rail there. But maybe he was attempting to come into that yellow with the white ball to essentially.
To hit it out, yeah.
Yeah.
But as it is, it hasn't quite worked out the way he wanted. And
No, not quite.
it's about to be 6-5 to Jason. There we go, both matches on the hill here.
6-5, 6-5 on both sides. Now we have Mr. Sean Walpole, who has just walked over with the iPad, which generally means
He won.
that he has
Defeated
taken
Chase
the win.
Daly.
He's defeated Chase Daly. We've seen quite a bit of a lift out of Sean Walpole for this week, which has been really good. So Sean Walpole has just said he locked in, he dialed in for that match. He was last time we looked, he was 4-4.
He looks like he's buzzing, does Sean.
Absolutely.
He's going around telling everyone how he's going to win the
Please
tournament now.
test him for performance
Honestly, I
enhancers.
believe him.
He takes pre-workout.
Here we go, Jasley with a chance to come back here, make it hill. He may cover this hole.
So this break is detrimental for Broe here, because
I wonder if he's thinking the cover there. Nope, he's potted it.
he's played the pots, which is a
So
very nice pot
what's
by
his plan
Jasley.
for the black, I wonder?
And he has scratched the white ball. So this, you can see the drop of the shoulders by Broe. He's very disappointed on that, which I
Jasley has just
understand.
missed, and this is a huge chance for Bronson to take the match.
So
I wonder if this
we
red in the
have-
middle is onto the left middle. If so, I reckon that's what he'll play first.
That is certainly on, my friends. Just a slight little touch of stun on the white ball, but I do have a feeling he'll play the red to the right hand side middle and then play that red down into the bottom left hand pocket. He may use the black to hold for the other red.
It looks like he's going up the table if he plays that ball to the right middle. And if he goes too far, he won't be on the ball under the black, and that's the hardest ball to get on. That's why I would say if he's on this ball to the middle, he'll take it. Yeah, he's going up the table there.
Not far, judging by the angle on the other camera. They'll almost leave him.
Nope, he's taking this
straight.
one.
And just loll it in.
See, now he's got to land rather. He's got to be careful. He doesn't have much of a window to land in to actually be on this red that's below the black. And that's why I thought he would take the ball to the middle while he was on it.
Just a risky shot. I do feel like he was going to hold the white ball a little bit better than he had. So now he's going to be utilising two cushions here, surely, just to bring the white ball anywhere above that yellow
Yeah,
to be able to play across the table.
that's what he's aiming for, and he
And he's
has.
just missed it, so that's great. So
He looks like he's landed really good here. And just, it's still a little bit touchy to get on the black.
a little bit tricky, but
Oh, no, actually, it looks like he can
I'd
screw under it.
I'd
No, he looks like he can screw under it. He's fine here.
based on the angle, I'd almost even use the
I think he's
ball to possibly even come.
That's a very good shot here.
You come
Actually-
across the table and land high on the black.
Now that
actually,
I'm looking at it, the
from one
yellow's
side to the
way
other,
further away from the black than it sort of looks on the screen here.
which he has done, but he's moved himself fairly straight. He will double this though. This isn't a difficult double for this man.
For the match,
Decorated blackball player, has played over at the Worlds in Bridlington.
Gotta
at
ask the question.
Worlds in Malta.
does he want it?
This is the double for the match, obviously for Bronson. And he may have got the triple by
No, didn't want
accident.
it. Oh well.
So
Here we
this
go,
will
6
be
all is what we want,
A
right,
fairly
ladies and
simple out
gentlemen.
by Jasley. Stun tap-ins from the bottom yellow to the
Has to
second
go
yellow just
reds,
above.
surely, on the left-hand
Talking
side.
about Broe, Sheills and Jason.
Jason on the reds, yep, these look very nice. The reds over there. I can't see Jasley chopping this up, so
Nope.
let's see if Jason finishes this out. Interesting, yeah, these two balls, these two reds below at the bottom end of the table. He wants to deal with them now if possible, and he's played a really good shot there. He's on this. Oh, Jasley
And,
has made an error there,
Jasley
actually.
has certainly overcooked this, as Mr. Dan Lynch has politely put.
Yeah.
And we're back. So we're back with watching Jasley having a huge shot here, but may he run? May he play the double? No. He has played the pot, left himself a big black.
And now here's where
This is where the pressure comes into it, ladies and gentlemen. He's 6-5, knowing that if he pots this, he goes to 6 all, which I believe it may even be his break next, possibly. But he's gotten down on it with
big
a
shot
lot
this.
of conviction.
Real big shot this.
And he's
Oh,
put it
he's
in.
absolutely
That's massive.
smashed it in.
So that is really, really well deserved to go 6-6. Even Bronson was clapping the shot.
Very good
obviously, these players have known each other for quite some time, so they. This is
Jason-
he'll at 6 all.
Now Jason, he's really just got to If he misses this yellow, he'll be on the red. Hit that lovely.
He's cued that
And this
beautifully.
looks like
Left himself
match finish.
lovely angle just to float down to a black into the bottom right hand pocket.
Let me just have a look at the screen. And oh no, he's very straight.
Maybe he doesn't have as much angle as
I think
thought.
he's very straight. Oh, maybe he's actually got a little bit of angle. Yeah, he does. He can come up a little bit, and that should be good enough.
Got a bit of angle. All he needed to do is be on it.
Yep.
And watching his cueing, he'll put this away.
Certainly back him in here. The janitor.
Janitor about to clean up. Otherwise, get the buckets. Bronson starting with his cup break.
And it's hit the centre of the
Jason
hole.
has put it in.
Well played by
Good pot.
Jason. It was a very good match there. Both players played very well. And Jason came out on top in the end.
So we will focus on the exciting match of Bronson Blackmore and Jasley Dimer. It's 6-all here.
Yes.
Bronson is addressing the table at his break.
Well done, JT. Yes, well played.
Masters match, Wayne Williamson and Phil Morton, table 15. Can you please take the tag from the stage?
Who broke? Did we see the break? Who broke?
Bronson.
Sorry? Bronson broke. Okay.
So Bronson is currently on the reds for a dish. So Bronson with quite a bit of experience in the break and dish. He plays in the online tournaments.
Yeah?
Absolutely he does. And as I said that, commentator's curse.
Well, that's
Well,
it's
well,
a last.
well.
It's 6-all. Anything
all
can
of,
happen.
All of these shots are harder, especially at this point in the match. Now, what we're likely going to see is this game is going to tie up entirely, and look, both players have got a very good B game. They've got a very, very good safety game. Bronson is very strong in his safety game.
Certainly.
Jasley, I would consider more of a potter, but certainly he has a very good safety game.
Whatever you do, don't foul here. And he has.
She has, and this is going to be the tell-all start for
Masters
Jason.
match, Michael
Yep.
Smith
Almost
versus
maybe
Graham
not
Atkinson,
go
table
ball in
2.
hand here.
Yeah,
And,
he's in a good spot now.
Yeah, where the two yellows are close to touching each other there, you could use that yellow to pump into the rail and knock out the other yellow towards the right-hand side of the table. Moving the red also down towards the bottom rail. So I'd be interested to see where he takes this. But
I do wonder, with ball in hand.
my breakout here would be using this ball. That's below the two balls
So
that he's having a look at here.
with ball
straight
in
on.
hand, he could put the white on the side rail, hit the top yellow, and then come off the rail into the other one. I don't mind that.
Slightly underhit that for one of the
Yeah,
yellows.
he's still left one yellow blocked by the red.
Looks like he's going
Don't
to
think
try
he
and break
can
it
hit
out
it.
here. He's going to cut this in and move that
Oh
on
no,
the
he
yellow.
could, never mind. Sorry, that just looked completely different
That's
to
okay.
how it was.
That's okay. Just judging by the angle, he doesn't look like he can.
How hard is
Doesn't
this?
look like
How
he can
hard is
actually
that
drop
yellow
that
to
yellow
the
in.
middle?
I don't think.
Very tough. This is a very
Yes, I
tough
think
shot.
it might be deceptive. Might be deceptive on camera there.
The yellow is gettable to the middle. It's a very hard shot. You can see it there.
He's obviously just
and now
tried
it's
to
gone.
throw
Yeah,
it
red.
out. A little bit unfortunate there, so you're probably going to see a tie-up in
Yeah.
this game once again.
I wonder what is
He,
the best way to secure the frame.
To secure the frame, I think here, this yellow that he's looking at, he can stun off that yellow and sit the white ball sit the white ball along the rail, which blocks him from the two reds on the left-hand side. It blocks him from the reds in the middle of the table, and also the black blocks him from the right on the right-hand side.
No, he's got other ideas.
But it's still it's one of those things where he's potting balls for the sake of potting balls. It's like, where do you pull up here?
Looks like right here. This looks like a double kiss if he tries to double it. Yeah, so he's just
So-
played the bunt out.
I think he was just trying to play. He was trying to bump it out, but I think instead of going into black, I think he was trying to run up the table and go into the yellow and move that more over the pocket, blocking the black on the top left-hand pocket.
Well, Bronson's got a big chance here. I mean, he failed in his last visit, so he would be over the moon to come back to the table in this position, I believe. He's just going to try to hit this ball just below the middle, I think. If he does, I reckon he wins. Oh, he's missed the pot and he's missed the red. And
He'll be very
just like
upset
that,
at that.
just like that.
How the tables have turned. May as well keep his insurance policy on the bottom right-hand corner now. That's he's got 2 dead reds. His opponent has 2 dead reds on the left-hand rail and a dead red on the right-hand rail.
Certainly, he can also just trickle through on this ball to the middle.
I would be absolutely going up the table.
Be just to the
starting
right
with
of the blue spot, and then he'll have natural angle to roll in the other yellow to land on the one on the side rail. Just like that. Oh,
He's missed it to the middle.
Oh no!
This is what
happens at 6
nerves
hole.
and butterflies at 6 hole, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not a shot that Jasley would ever miss normally. So.
Thank you to the lovely commentaries at home. They're complimenting on the commentaries. They said they won't do it in public, so we'll call them out on stream. So thank you for the lovely comments. Logan Brand, AJ Marshall will be here all day, all week.
Yeah, since we're not good enough to still be in the tournament.
Yes.
You know, they say those who can't do teach, and those who can't teach commentate. So that's why we're here.
And those who can't win here just sit and watch everyone else, unfortunately. Happy to support.
Bronson, I know Jasley's missed that ball, but he's still in control of the frame. Bronson really needs to make something happen here. He has a very hard ball to deal with below the middle pocket, and another very hard ball to deal with, blocked by the yellow.
This is going to be one of those ones where if Bronson takes on the out here and he does clean this up, it is very, very well deserved. There is a lot of work that will go into it.
The only way I can really see is if he screws back, doubles the red to the left-hand bottom pocket,
I think
and then cuts the other one down.
I think what you'll see is he's going to play this down to the bottom left-hand pocket. He'll break the red on the right-hand side rail is what he's aiming for.
Oh, that is chaos. And he's on the bottom. Alright, I doubt Jasley will. Actually, you got to think here. What is the best way to do this?
Best way to do this, mate, is you may take ball in hand.
Do you know what I like?
Put it on the balk line.
Do you know what I
ball
like?
in hand, take it on the balk line.
So here's why I
and play it
disagree.
off this
He
yellow
was
and
perfect
come
on that
down.
red to the middle. Drop that in. And then he's on this yellow to that pocket. Stun that in. And then he would have had roll-ins. As it turns out, he's got roll-ins anyway. I like what he did. Alright, he looks comfortable. Oh no, he had wrong angle there, but still fine,
He's obviously feeling confident of playing a long black.
No, I think he's going to get close to it. And he has. Bounce. And
That did trouble.
very nice shot.
Have black ball, will trouble.
Okay. Good frame in the... Oh my god.
We won't even
Good
comment
frame
on
in the end.
how that could have ended.
That
but,
was a
well
nail
played
biter at the end there.
to the fellas. Bronson Blackmore and Jasley Dimer. Jasley Dimer takes the win at 7-6.
We've just witnessed 2 brilliant matches. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thank you very much,
We'll,
Logan Brand, for joining me in the commentary. AJ Martineau. We will be on at later stages in the night and through the week. We are going to sub ourselves out now for the Masters singles. So enjoy that, everyone.
Have a good day.